Hello, guys and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the TatsTopVideos listener, viewer thing, I don't care. Either way, this is Tinker from That Brony Show and Kenshin and Mizuhara and Tats, if they would like to introduce themselves. Today, we're doing a very special thing that is a bit different than what you're normally used to. Normally, you come here and see, oh, top 10 list, and then you watch it. But as opposed to today, we are going to do something a bit different, such as a mailbag, followed up by a quick podcast, story time, I don't care what you call it. Tats, take the reins.
You know what I want to know is how come you've just been here for a week and you just do the introduction like you've been here forever and you know what we're going to do?
Because I love you.
running the shop.
Because you love me?
Because I love you guys.
Fine. Well.
Alright.
Wait, is it Tuesday?
It is Tuesday. Anyway.
Then I may love you back.
Isn't Monday.
Shut
Monday. Oh, well then I don't love you. Go to hell.
Anyway, Tats, you said we got a mailbag to do, so why don't we start this thing off?
Okay. Mailbag, as in what? Just random messages that I've responded from.
Decent enough questions. Not like, do you like to pour candle wax on your nipples while you shove bread in your butt?
Yeah, and I don't remember who on earth that was or something like that.
That was one of my favorites. I love that. Someone.
And the answer to that question is yes.
Oh, of course. No, some decent questions that might actually provide some insight.
Some guy sent me a message, which I'm going to give you guys now in the chat box here, was this one here. It does say, Smiley Dog isn't real, is it? Because he's been freaking out since the 22nd or 22 non-gaming creepypastas, and not just freaked out, or can't really see what he says, like really freaked out. Most of our stuff that freaked me out, I watched it 2 months ago and I'm still freaked out. They're not real, right? So I guess what he's saying there is that is any of the stuff we did real on the creepypastas?
Well, that's the thing. No one really knows if it is or not. So I don't know. I really don't think we can offer a concrete answer on that.
The only one I can say for real is the username 666 because YouTube actually took down the account. If you try searching for it, it does say that the account was removed. And the other thing I'd say is the cupcakes one is real because someone actually came up with it and they had a fan animation. Obviously, it doesn't exist.
The cupcake one. Fun fact: I know the guy who wrote that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he a morbid? Is he a morbid son of a bitch?
Let's just say the reasons why it was created was not just simply for gore, but for other enjoyments.
Oh, so to get his rocks off.
Yeah.
What does he just sit there in his like padded cell, like typing the keys with his nose?
Yeah. Anyway, Tats, pasting next to script thing in here. I would love to read it.
Oh, well, the next one, yeah.
Yeah, next one.
Okay, that was quick. Next one is, where do you get your information for your videos?
Google.
It's a lovely new invention that kind of came around at the turn of the century called the friggin' internet.
My local library, for one. My dog and my mommy.
Mommy, why is Warframe so gory?
I don't know, son. Okay. I don't know.
Interviews, all sorts of stuff. There we go. That's the answer.
Definitely. Many sources of resources, such as news sites, creepypasta. I actually went so far as to contact the developer of the Haunted Hell's Reach development team. I've actually contacted them.
You got a dick slapped in your face for it.
Yeah, I did. THQ and the whole legal situation I got myself involved in.
And now they're coming to your house and to arrest you.
The Kazi.
Yeah.
Definitely. Anyway, lots of sources. Again, mostly just Google, though. If you do enough research, you will be able to find contacts. You find contacts, you find phone numbers you can call, and then you get people on your Skype list.
It pays to be to do your research, definitely. There's nothing worse than like saying like, oh, this was a PS2 game when it actually was like a PS3 game or something stupid like that. And obviously that's just on the most basic level because we gotta go deeper in that. Some lists we don't like actually go as in depth purely because the list is so long. Take for example like the top 100 worst games. Like we literally could not analyze deeply each and every single game because like
I would have did that if I was on a team. I would have did that.
Like, so we just had to make some basic generalizations just so we could not lose our minds in the process of it.
And it was one of the second newest top video that we've never done a top 100 before. So when we did it, we didn't know how big the file was going to be, so it was in 4 different parts.
4 massive parts.
And
then I got the idea at the end to start screaming.
Yeah, and about you were screaming on that. Thank you very much. You said you weren't going to... No, it's just because it was all done in different orders. When you recorded it, you started off really pissed off, and then towards the end, it was all quiet. So why didn't you suddenly turn into Volcano Man on Plumbers Don't Wear Ties? It doesn't make any sense. You got really pissed off at Leisure Suite Larry for no reason at the very start, and then you got calm again.
Well, you know what? Because it was at the head of the list, and when you sent me the script, Leisure Suit Larry was at like the bottom of the list, near the worst of the worst. So I was gradually working up as I went, and then when you make the video, it's like all the numbers are scattered everywhere. So like I'm fucking bipolar everywhere. It's like and then this game kind of sucks.
That's what it says. Like that's what it says. Kenshin's pissed. So I put it in there to make it a bit more hilarious. So.
Kenshin has some issues, guys.
Everyone said like halfway through they said Kenshin really needs to sort out his anger problems, because in part 2 he said, I'm not going to yell too loudly. Straight into it again, you're yelling.
Now, I'm not going to try to yell too loudly, but what is this?
Fuck. But the benefit...
If I was doing the script right for that, I would have did research for all that. It would have came out a little bit later, but I would have did the research, and you know it.
See, the benefit of the fact that we made that part of it is that... The part where I'm actually shown with my hat and everything is that if I ever need a self-esteem booster, I just go to those comments and look at all the fangirls who tell me I'm so cute, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, they love your hat, which is definitely what everyone commented on.
I know, everyone loves that hat. People are like, oh, where'd Kenshin get his hat? I'm not sure if the
internet.
Internet, motherfucker. No, I got it off Etsy. The person who makes it, the chick, I'm not sure if she still does or not. It was a handmade personal order. Had to get the measurements and everything. So it'd be hard to tell you exactly because I'm not sure. Like where I bought my Rainbow Dash hoodie from that I've got, that was a custom made one as well, and the person who makes them doesn't make them anymore. So it's
nice. You know what? I got a hat that I put buttons on, and it cost me $10 for the buttons and the retarded hat.
Watch out, a badass over here.
Yeah, I got a badass. I'm putting so much money into my pony swag. I'm wearing my brony sweater swag-tastic, and I'm wearing.
I'm wearing my derpy tank top. So.
And speaking of this, considering the fact that we are on the topic of bronies, we usually
that's the next question as well.
So one time, actually, because I'm overruling what you ever had to say, I went to Hot Topic to try on a brony shirt one time. It was like one of the second or third ones I was going to buy. It's actually one that Tats owns because he can fit into it. I can't because I'm like 6 foot, 200-some pounds. A lot of that is more muscle. Never mind. I'm not fat, but whatever. I have a little bit, but not too badly. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I saw this one that I really liked. It was the one where I had Rainbow Dash's silhouette on it. It said 20% cooler, and had her mane all floating out like, and I'm not fat. You saw me in that video. Anyways, I tried the thing on, right? And it was like a medium, so I'm like, because I usually wear an X large, because I like to have room in my shirts. And so I try this thing on, and I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I have man boobs in this shirt. Literally, it looked like my boobs were about to explode out of the fucking shirt and like shower the room and like.
Hey, real quick thing, I would love to put a quick disclaimer on. Although we may be talking about brony topics in this video, I would like to let you guys know that just because the fact that we are bronies does not mean that we do not enjoy gaming and other types of things. I also would like to ask you to please be mature.
Warframe at the moment.
I'd love you to please be mature about the fact that we happen to have an interest and that we are not all weird, creepy dudes who enjoy boots. I want to let you guys know.
That's just that.
Yeah, I just want to let you know, that we
feet on mud, Kenshin.
Oh, what? What?
What?
I don't think anyone heard that.
Shut up! You're derailing this. You're derailing this.
Say that a bit louder.
I'm trying to put a disclaimer on.
What were you gonna say? Tinker was talking. I want the audience to hear. Go on, say it. Faggot.
Herpes. Anyway, just put
no, Tats. Say it. Go on, say it.
Say what?
I don't know about what I'm into. You said it while Tinker was talking, so everyone couldn't hear.
No, because Tinker brought it up, so I brought it up.
Well, I know, but I don't think the people heard it.
No, that's it. That's just in the top screen. That's it. Fuck it.
Fuck you.
No. Okay. That's it then. It's done. End of it.
Look at my ass. Okay, anyways. So go on, Tinker.
Anyway, that's just our disclaimer, the fact that we may be talking about brony topics. Do not expect this whole thing to be about bronies or anything along those natures. We may be bronies, but we are not going to... What?
No.
Are you interrupting me again?
Yes. if I don't like, if someone doesn't like MLP, that's fine. Like, I'm cool with it. But if they're gonna go out of their way to tell me that I'm a faggot for liking it, then come on, be mature.
Exactly, that's what disclaimers is about. Just be respectful of everyone's interests.
I know it's asking a lot on the internet for someone to show a little maturity, but I'd like to think that the fans of the Tats Top videos have it in them to do that.
All right, so next question, if we have one.
Well, on the that was on the pony related stuff. We did have a question about that.
Oh,
No, I think everyone knows about the so-called YouTube Easter eggs. We are planning on doing one in the future.
in the future.
In the future, yeah, there is one that
Karma
question
Sutra.
again. He said, or he or she, I don't know. Just in case you didn't know, there is a YouTube Easter egg involving MLP, which I think we know about.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Type in the full name of the character from the show. The change of color corresponds to the part. So yeah, so he's given a list.
I'm not sure if it still does that also, but there was also one where if
These are all that I could think of, but if there are
I
any
think there's
others,
one-
try them out. Just thought that you guys should know the informative names above do work. Thanks,
there
guys.
is one that I know. I'm not sure if it's in the list because, like I said, I'm in the middle of Warframe. But I do remember if you just search ponies on YouTube, you get ponies walking across the screen.
Yeah, that is one as well. Yeah, I think that's one of them.
Yeah, because I tried that out and it actually worked. I was like, whoa, okay. All right, so
Alright.
next question.
Okay, let's try this one. Oh god, I just clicked on the wrong part. There we go. Right. So he says,
Mind if I read this?
"Oh yeah, go for it. You can do it." Yeah.
All right. I saw the video game that has the worst voice work. Ride to Hell. Thanks, Angry Joe. Also, said to be one of the worst games of 2013, in my opinion. Whenever you guys might do an update list of either of these worst games or worst voice work, I suggest you might want to include this game. Just a suggestion.
So how are we supposed to answer that? Yeah, okay, we
Well,
will.
oh, here's the thing. That game is new and it has a very immature storyline and it has awful gameplay, but it
What
kind
game
of.
is it?
The graphics actually look really good on it.
What
but
game
it's
is
just-
it?
You've never heard of it?
I can't read it. I'm in the middle of playing Warframe.
It's
Ro-
called
Ride
Ride to Hell. It's
Ride to Hell?
basically from what I can gather, I don't know
Not-
if we would put this on the list just due to the fact that the game kind of feels like it's like one of those games. Yeah, it sucks, but it's as Angry Joe said, it's functional, but it's just not fun. And
it's called Ride to Hell, not What the Hell, Kenshin. Yeah.
well, you might as well call it What the Hell.
But so we actually got some questions that are actually like pertinent answers to them instead of like, okay, we'll do that.
Well, we'll
Or just
consider it.
haven't-
We'll definitely put a consideration on that. A little
Yeah.
tack
It's
notice.
very
Thanks for sending
glitchy
that
and
in.
broken. So, yeah. We'll definitely have to think we'll put that one on there. Okay.
Do you have any more?
Your next question. Yeah, we got quite a few.
Yeah, I'll read this one. So,
all right. This one, I had to laugh at this one because it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
We should put some.
Great.
We should do a response that ain't hate responses on here.
Just shows
Oh,
a picture of me flipping
this-
the bird.
This one just doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, there we go.
Right. This isn't your fault, as I knew
Oh,
about
no,
your
shit. Hang on a second, hang on. I actually didn't send all of it, I think.
Okay.
No, you've gone. Have I sent it all?
This isn't your fault, as I
No,
knew
no,
about...
that's it. It's higher up.
What?
You missed a whole sentence.
Oh! Whoopsie! Let's see. Okay. I saw... Fuck!
I'm typing.
No, that's-
I'm
it's not that
typing to
one.
tell you
I'm
I've
typing-
got to
Okay, shut up.
unsubscribe.
I'm typing to tell you that I've got to unsubscribe for your channel for a while, as one of the videos I saw, the Creepy Urban Legends one, has kind of got me in a way. This isn't your fault, as I knew about the disclaimer so watched. I didn't know it was going to be so scary. When I'm better in the future, I can subscribe again. What the fuck? Is he like going to a mental hospital? Until then, I see you. I hope you in Tats! Or well, because he put TAT in all caps. Well, how do we respond to that?
We get earmuffs so we don't have to deafen again.
Well,
on
here's
that.
here's the thing. If we say a video is going to be scary, I mean, like,
It
kind of
says in
telling
the
you about
description.
disturbing stories.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
If XJ at the start if XJ at the start tells you that it's going to be scary, disturbing, really effed up, then you're not going to. It says, yeah, like, and Tinker said it's going to be scary. It says in the thumbnail it's going to be
But why
scary.
unsubscribe?
Why you click on it?
Why unsubscribe?
I'm like, we're not giving you screamers. We're just telling you what it's about, right?
I just want to know why someone would bother unsubscribing for that.
Maybe his parents found out.
You're watching scary videos online. Unsubscribe from that man right now.
I'm giving you a spanking.
Maybe he got grounded.
I don't know. Either way, thanks for telling us this, I guess.
Thanks for telling us how much of a pussy you are.
Okay, God, that was a little bad. Either way, thanks for telling us this, I guess. Subscribe to us when you're mentally well. I'm sorry you didn't read the disclaimer. Moving on.
Moving right
Fucking
along.
see ya. That's what I'm gonna say.
Wouldn't want to be you.
Okay, next one there.
Yeah, what do you got for us? I'm in Warframe, so someone else read it.
Hi there, TatsTopVideos. I would just like to say how much your videos have on me. What? Have me on the verge of tears of laughter. And just keep doing what you do best. I do have one suggestion. Maybe you could do something like a top 15 worst GameCube games, because let's face it, there are quite a few bad ones.
Yeah, okay, that's a far too specific of a list. Like, honestly.
Like, I never even owned a GameCube.
Yeah, neither have I.
I can't do that. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that because I wouldn't be able to do research for it. Because I do hands-on research. You know, I bought a ton of the games on this next list that we're doing.
Someone said like do the top 10 worst 3DO games or something like that. That's maybe because the 3DO is just a joke in and of itself. But I mean, the GameCube. Come on.
Top worst 3DO games. The entire 3DO library. The end.
Specifically, the Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe. What I wouldn't give. Do we have any like questions where we could actually answer them?
Okay.
Yeah. I want something more than just.
I love that. I don't mind these questions, but yeah, let's get a few more actual questions in there.
Something that will actually give people some insights into.
Okay.
I mean, like half the people who watch this is probably turning off as soon as they mention the word brony.
Oh yeah.
Either way, I hope this doesn't start a flame war, and if it does, again, our disclaimer, we happen to be bronies, but we're not going to force it on you, and we're not making this a focus about, ponies.
Someone said, what the hell happened to your top 40 disturbing moments in kids and cartoon thing? We did. Remember that? We did that quite well. Actually, Tinker, you don't know, but Kenshin and me did one.
I did most of the work on that one, actually.
We spent quite a long time doing that because of the footage was really difficult to find because we had to go. Where did we have to go for that? We'd go
everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of places.
I would have been able to do it. Yeah, Tinker, #1 researcher.
Well, we had the research.
No. We had. It's just finding the footage for it was difficult because YouTube doesn't like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it was taken down mainly because everyone started flaming us. So the quality was bad. The audio was bad. Because I was using Sublink Power Director back then, wasn't Vegas. So you had amazing 240p, whatever it was, and we chose not very scary. Yeah, and Bobby.
Yeah, the sad thing is that we can't the sad thing about Tats is that he doesn't really like the hate comments, specifically the death threats.
Oh, those are my favorites.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Tats doesn't like that. We don't like that, and it makes us not want. And we work really hard. We work really hard on the list that we. Shut up. Anyway, I know that the guys here have been working really hard on the list. I'm like, these things take long periods of time, upwards of several months per video. Animating them and doing all that stuff. I'm like, God knows, I'm just a guy who writes down the pretty words and colorful pink text.
I'm just a guy who writes down the words.
In colorful pink text.
Anyway, colorful pink text.
Anyway, there's a lot of work that goes into making these. So if you guys could stop with the death threats, that'd be lovely.
Like I said.
And as for me to you, a internet hug. Smiley face. Hug. Alright, Tats, next question.
Yeah, what else do we have?
I'm looking now, just see if there's any more. Bum bum.
I mean, you must have a ton of those private messages on hold, right?
Why do you get so many hate comments?
Because people are mature, that's why.
Why do we get so many hate comments? Well, the simple answer to that is that when people express an opinion that has two opposition sides to them, usually those people, if they don't like your opinion, they will start a flame war about how big of, and I quote, some words that they'll probably use, beep, because I can't say that, offensive slur, insert here, and you're so stupid, shut up. You get off internet. I used to watch you, but then I heard you like this. Therefore, unsubscribe. Hashtag YOLO. So that's why there's hate comments, because if they don't like your opinion, or if your list isn't exactly like other people's lists here, I'm like, the whole thing is like, I don't even consider these lists really lists. I consider these lists of games that happen to be, or things that happen to be, something that you might not have thought of. Like that's why you do top 100s, because all day top 10 lists end up looking the same. But you do a top 100, you get tons of games that no one's even heard of, and it gives those games more coverage about shit that no one would even know about if it wasn't for them bringing it up. Which is why I personally like Tats' videos a lot better than anyone else who does those top 10s.
Tats is okay.
Except for Tats sucks as a person. I'm like, come on,
does.
Such a loser.
I take after him though, so I can't really say.
Hugs.
All right. Anything else we got?
Some people were just saying about two videos. Mostly, quite a lot of people were asking about disappointing games, why that was taken down.
Tats, would you like to explain that
was
one?
taken down.
You can explain in more detail than I can.
Yeah, it's because the way me and Kenshin explained in the video, people thought we were actually bashing the games, but it's just the way that they came across. We weren't bashing it. We never said they were bad.
Yeah.
At one point, at any point in that video, we never said the games were bad.
Like,
disappointing, yes,
exactly.
but not bad.
Especially in regards of like a game for Assassin's Creed 3. Like I even said in the video, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, but I just didn't enjoy Assassin's Creed 3. And people are like, well, you're not a real Assassin's Creed fan then. It's like, no,
my brother was trying to play that. He couldn't stealth through most of those parts, actually. And
the same way with GTA 4. Like,
yeah,
we love GTA here.
I love Grand Theft Auto.
It's like the difference between Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 3. Saints Row 2 was a masterpiece. Saints Row 3, although be it fun, doesn't live up to the masterpiece.
It's just not the same thing. It's like San Andreas versus GTA 4. I played the two of those. I played San Andreas first, and then I was over at my friend's house one time. He's like, oh yeah, you want to play GTA 4? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I played it, and I was like, what? I'm not having any fun with this. So, and it's not like I was being a GTA fanboy about it or anything, but to me it just wasn't fun. But I mean, I could see why someone could enjoy it. And I mean, it was a well-made game, for sure, but just not our cup of tea.
Like, let me give you an example. Dead Island. Okay, in Dead Island, when I first heard about the game, I saw that trailer. That iconic
as everyone did.
Yes, and I was like, oh my god, a zombie game with like story that could probably rival The Walking Dead? Screw this.
That's them on The Last of Us. That's what that's at now.
Yeah, exactly. And I starved myself of information from that game just so I could play it. I buy it opening day.
Yeah.
3 hours later, I was like, those motherfuckers, you lied to me!
It's like Borderlands with zombies.
I saved up
in a way,
for 3 months to buy your game, and you lied to me.
Characters are basically just mission billboards. Like, I didn't have any of the pre-existing notions towards it, so, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's
a fun game, I'll give it that. It's a fun zombie game.
It is.
I mean, like, they ripped me off. I'm like... They ripped me off.
Yeah, like, when I was going into it, I was just expecting a nice, gory zombie game. I didn't bother watching the trailers or anything because I
cried during the trailer when I first saw it, okay? And that's when I was like, I need to buy this game. But they lied to me. Those motherfuckers. You're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with it. I swear to God, I'm going to go down to your studio. I'm going to kick down your doors. I'm going to be like, you, sir, are a poopy head, and then walk out.
The thing that bothers me is the fact that Dead Island Riptide basically looks like the same exact thing.
It is the same exact thing, except it's basically like a expansion, like Shivering Isles or something like that.
But they're trying to say it's like the next Dead Island game.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of the sad thing about the industry now. You could say, hey, guess what? I got DLC, but it's going to be a game because I think it's big enough to be a below-average game.
Well, I mean, when you mentioned...
Left 4 Dead, you remember Left 4 Dead 1 and 2? Left 4 Dead 2 was originally supposed to be an expansion for Left 4 Dead 1.
Because it barely changed.
It didn't change anything except for add new characters. And guess when they first released Left 4 Dead 1, they said that there'd be new characters, new maps, and new weapons, as well as new infected types. But no, they did do nothing of that. They just say, screw it. Left 4 Dead 2, we spent 1 year working on a game.
They just had like 3 new infecteds, melee weapons, and a better gore system. And some new objects, obviously, like Boomer Bile and stuff like that. But still. For a full-priced game, I don't think so.
Definitely.
And when you said DLC, you almost made me... I almost went into my EA rant. The old, this game is totally unfinished. Let's release it and then finish it later with paid DLC. Great idea, guys. But of course, the whole gaming community understands what I mean by that. And while I'm on that topic, because I don't think anyone can mention the topic of EA and DLC without thinking of Mass Effect 3. I'm a big fan of Mass Effect, as Tats himself was, and I got really invested in the series. And ultimately, yeah, the ending was disappointing. And I know they tried to rectify it, but when they did, it was too late. But I mean, it could have been worse. I mean, I think back to some games that have had really awful endings where it's just like, congratulations, you win. I mean, yeah, they could have done that. Of course, considering what the game built up to and how it was all
Look
about
at you,
how...
Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, exactly. But congratulations, you are a winner. But it's like, after all the 3 games built up to, I really don't think, just as the case with Duke Nukem Forever, after everything that was built up behind it, it never could have delivered. I mean, so yeah, while they could have done better, to me, it doesn't ruin the Mass Effect experience as a
In my
whole.
opinion, with Duke Nukem, they should have just thrown that game out and then worked it from ground up.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, in the case of Duke Nukem Forever, everyone was expecting the best game ever. Mass Effect 3, everyone was expecting this big culminating ending. And there's no way they could have, like, satisfied everything
They
that was
could
all
have.
brought
What
up.
I believe they could have did, but what the EA people said is that they didn't give them enough time to work on it.
It seems like it's that way with everything.
Yeah,
Like,
they said like
myself,
you didn't. They didn't give the developers enough time to do it. So basically, they had to slap an ending on there or release a unfinished game.
yeah,
So,
because it was really half-assed, but I mean, like I said, it
but
could have
here's
been a
my
lot
opinion though on
worse.
that. If what they were wanting to do is that they were gonna like acknowledge everything that you've done in the past, but they weren't.
That's why like Shepard got emails and stuff at his terminal and whatnot.
Exactly. It was supposed to. What the ending was supposed to do is that it was going to acknowledge everything that happened in the past. Like they're going to go more in depth about the choices that you can make at the very end there, and it wasn't. I'm like, you got to think about like what happens. Like they destroyed all the mass relays, and all the freaking races are sitting there stuck on Earth, and I guarantee you, most of those races can't eat anything that's on Earth's already depleted resources.
I know they should have done more, but I feel like
Yeah,
that's
so
happened.
basically the Mass Effect ending is this: everyone dies.
I feel like
Mass Effect 2 did that. He had the bad ending. It's
everyone
hilarious.
dies.
Just Joker.
To me, it reminds me of what happened with the Knights of the Republic series. That was like one of my first full-on video games, role-playing games. It was a blast. The first one, masterpiece. I don't think anyone can deny that, especially the twist in it. And then the second one came out, and it improved on everything the first game had and made it even better. The story was deepened. There was a lot more philosophical connotations to it. And while it didn't have the twist, it could have set up for so much more of a gut-wrenching, intellectual story. And in the end, the original company, I think, was bought out. And then the company that did make it, I'm not sure about that first part, but I know the company that did make it, that was handed to the job, wasn't allowed to finish it and put all the work into it. So if they were allowed to, they could have made a really great game. But then when they came to near the end of the game and they had to put together all the essential pieces, it ended up just feeling like, oh, here's this, and here's that, because the developers wouldn't give them the time to make that happen. So they just had to barely loosely connect them with threads. And you're like, why is this happening? Oh, I don't know. We don't have the time to explain it. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah, the original developers were re-owned by a new company, I think it was, because Obsidian were the ones who made it, and I think another company bought them out, and they're like, okay, we need this sequel now, and it ended up being really disappointing. And then a lot of restoration mods tried to fix it, and like Team Geiss's project to do it never reached fruition. But I feel if like enough mods had been done and KOTOR restoration was done, it could have really fixed it. So it's kind of a shame, because it kind of killed what could have been something great. And I'm sure anyone listening could relate to any other game that they might have played that was rushed like that. Yeah.
Cool.
That's why I'm glad GTA got pushed back, because I knew Rockstar was working hard at it.
Yeah. I think you got right there.
So what else do we have?
All right. Well, someone actually found this one pretty cool. Said, can you do... Hang on a second. Yeah, that's fine. Can you do the top Kenshin quotes?
Sure. I mean, if someone
there's a lot of them. That's all we know.
They're all full of profanity, of course.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I don't give a damn. I'm not going to be narcissistic about it, but that would be pretty sweet. I guess people like what I have to say in some regards. I guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm entertaining. Like if I'm entertaining. But anyways, yeah, yeah, that we could do.
I think he's still in the call with us, isn't he?
Tinker.
Just don't know if he's there or not.
I think he's still in the call, so it's still recording.
That should be fun then. Okay, that's cool.
I'm still in the call. Sorry, my mic was on mute. Anyway, Tats, you and me have a very similar childhood. And something I would love to bring up is, as me and Tats all know, a game that is very near and dear to our hearts, Time Splitters.
Come on.
Time Splitters, Tats. Come on, you gotta...
Stop your fapping already. I can hear you jerking it to it. All I can hear is...
Sorry. Anyway, Tats. Again, sadly with Time Splitters, what I don't know if anyone knows about what's going on with them right now. But after Time Splitters, after a game called Haze was made, which was poorly received by reviewers and fans alike. Free Radical went under the drain and was bought up by Crytek.
That's a new one.
Crytek, however, was basically has them doing stupid things. Anyway, Free Radical is now owned by Crytek. However, what does this mean for the Time Splitter series, which was produced by Free Radical? If you guys don't know what Time Splitters is, I suggest you go look it up right now. It's one of the greatest games I played as a child. The most iconic themes. Like, if I can remember a theme, it's either the Halo theme or the Time Splitters theme. Yeah. Anyway, the Time Splitters thing, we really need a new Time Splitters game. Time Splitters 4 was made back in 2005. They need to make a new one. Hopefully they can. But here's the thing about Crytek. They say that they're refusing to make a new Time Splitters game unless we the fans sign a stupid petition that's somewhere out there, and if that gets over like 300,000 signatures, then
Hi there.
They'll make a new one.
Would you like to sign my petition?
No, they'll make they said that they would make a HD remake of the original ones, which is kind of sad.
Damn it, or I'll follow you home and kill your dog.
Remember when we were playing Gmod Tower the other day, Tats?
No.
Yep, and we played.
And that kid didn't know what it was, and we were playing Virus.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do remember that, actually. He didn't know who I was, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Well, fuck him. If he doesn't know who you are, then he's obviously a dipshit.
I mean, like, come on, what are we? Almost 100,000 subscribers? I'm like, gosh, I almost have 200. So famous.
200, not 200K, just 200.
I just find it funny how so many people, like, when I went in the game in Gmod Tower, like, everyone followed me around. I was like, Jesus or something. I was like, the hell? I was like, these are all my subscribers, or these are my fans?
Savior!
Yeah.
Well, a lot of those people probably started doing Gmod Tower, probably went there because of your video.
Yeah. Also,
yeah, it's kind of
like
creepy.
people don't realize I have my own YouTube channel.
Yes, Kenshin has his own YouTube channel. He's not that Goth Tatsumaki, whatever it was. That's his account. Okay, that's not me. That was my old account. It's now Kenshin's account.
And believe it or not, I still get comments, and people are like, "Wow, great job, Tats." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" The name isn't even Tatsumaki at all on it anymore. Ever since the Google Plus integration.
Definitely, and I would love to let you guys know that. Here we go. I want subscribers too.
Fuck you.
Link in the description.
No. Yeah, well, my channel, I do a lot of Let's Plays and other variety stuff, so if you think my voice is sexy and sultry, definitely check it out.
I do a podcast.
No one fucking cares, Tinker.
Screw it. I run podcasts like this one that we're doing right now. I will end this on you, you bastard.
I will end you.
Anyway, yeah, I do podcasting about multiple subjects.
That nobody cares about.
Yeah, no one cares. No one. Link in description. No one cares. Don't click on it.
No one cares.asf.
I've got this account, and there's that Tats SFM1, which is the gaming one, but that's just weird gaming shit.
Don't you have the Tats MLP one?
Yeah, well, but I don't really use it that much anymore. And there's Tats 3D, but forget about that. Mostly it's either this one or Tats SFM, which is the gaming one, but it's just like small clips. Sometimes you see them there, sometimes you won't. It's just weird stuff.
Sometimes you will see them, sometimes you won't. It's up to you. It's a lottery.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions?
I'm looking at some now.
Like, maybe we could put a few hate comments up here. I'd love to read some of those.
Are you guys bronies?
Are you guys
I've
bronies?
I've seen you adding ponies in some of your videos. Well, yeah, we intentionally put them in there just for little Easter eggs.
Yeah, like no.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're not sitting here saying we're gonna shove bronyism up your nose, and we if you're not a brony, we hate you. I mean, like, as you can tell, most of us, you know, obviously are not putting a bunch of ponies in all our videos, or like saying the Rainbow Dash is 20% cooler. But, you know, we are gonna say that, you know, like, we are bronies. Sometimes we like to throw little Easter eggs in there, but, you know, we're not gonna shove it up your face whole.
Here, have ponies.
Unless it's going to be a related one, like it's going to be animated, which people have asked for, the Fluttershy one. People are still asking for that. When is it going to be made? I have not actually animated it yet, so it's going to take a while.
We got the voice acting done, though, and we got all the questions in, so just any time now, okay?
Yeah, any time.
Just hold up.
And then the video starts and I'm narrating.
Yeah, and then no one's
You're narrating for Fluttershy.
Well, you see, I'm bleak black man with a small penis.
I look my KFC cold.
Oh boy, I've been in prison 72 times in the past hour.
Anyway, you know, just anything else you got?
Well, as part of the same question, he says, any of you Japanese, because your channel somehow has these random symbols and stuff on it.
Tats Asian.
Yeah.
Of Asian descent. He has Asian descent in him, but he
no one else
is from Britain, I believe, the UK.
Yep, but I am half Asian.
Me, I'm Polish, German, and Irish. A little bit of Irish, but mainly Polish.
I'm Polish, German, and Scottish. So.
And faggot.
And stupid. Anyway, we are from the same vein. I mean, like, just the fact that I am Scottish and you are Irish doesn't change the fact that I will love you from my heart.
But I'm only a little bit Irish.
And you don't have to be a little bit Irish, you just have to be a little bit weird. You have to understand that I can talk really fast just because I've been podcasting.
Okay, moving on.
What I'm talking about.
What else do we got?
You guys start. You just have a. I'm looking at some more questions at the moment, but you guys start one off at the moment. I'm just going to see if I can find any more.
All right.
So, if you want to talk about.
I got some then.
Do you have any hate comments we could just throw in there so we could discuss? You know, maybe like not like the.
I'd have to go to Arista. I'd have to ask. I have to ask Arista. She gets loads, but I haven't got any myself. Arista's probably got loads, but I have to ask her about it. But I haven't got any here.
I got some. I think it was my idea for the main core after we got through all the mailbag stuff and whatnot. It was a lot of people wonder like, well, how do you guys know each other? How are you related? Well, Tats is actually my brother, and half brother we say. Long story, but basically the idea is we, like 5 years ago, around this time actually, I was watching videos on YouTube, and this is back when he was on his Goth McKayu account, and I saw his oh God, what was it, like top 10 scariest games and violent animes.
How bad were they back then? They were so bad.
I know, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I got time to kill. Why not? I'll just watch these. And so I started, and I immediately turned the video off because it's like number 10.
Yes.
Good damn.
They were so bad.
And then his voice sounds like his voice sounds like he's got a cock in his mouth. It's like
well, I wanted to make it different. I didn't have like text voice thing back then. So
well, when you talked, you're just regular narration.
I wanted to be different, you know. It makes people just like, oh yes, at number 5 we have, and it's just like it's
but when you narrated videos, your voice was so unnecessarily. you like slurred words together. You sound like a drunk heroin.
I don't know why I've done it like that.
Yeah, what are we talking about? What's going on?
Somehow I was able to put up with it, and I placed a comment as you. I'm like, yeah, good work. I lied, but I'm like, oh, I like your videos, you know. And so I messaged him. We started talking, and he added me on MSN. We just started talking and got to know each other, and just throughout the years we became closer. I introduced him to a lot of people, and if it wasn't for me introducing him to a few other people, the crew would never have existed. So yeah, it was just because of some shitty, scary anime, whatever, bloody, gory videos he made that I commented and started talking. But yeah, we've known each other for the longest time. Then I asked him one time, I'm like, oh, do you think I could do narration? With you, if that'd be all right. And he actually was looking for an American narrator. And so the first video that I did with Tats was actually with a guy called Rev. And Rev is, we nicknamed him Meat. because
Yeah, 'cause
his
he had-
voice was like so deep and like unintelligible almost. It sounded like he was just like a slab of meat hanging up from a hook in the back of a butcher shop with a mic rolled up next to him. And the first 2 videos we did, and the only 2 videos we ever did with Rev, was very first video I ever did was the top 10 swords in games. I remember the very first thing I narrated was the mana sword, and then
Yep.
after that same night we also ended up making top 10 scariest places in Darkvale, and I had the idea to put the demonic echo voice effect on our voices from Audacity, and because of the echo in some of our voices and stuff, that made it nearly
no one could hear it.
It's like,
no one could- and so we had to put subtitles on it. And
shit.
yeah, but the funny thing was, Rose's voice was just really, really deep, and it sounded like he smoked 50 a day. It was such a gravel pit. It sounded like Marcus
What
Phoenix.
he actually was a mixture of cigarettes, about 40 at a time, every 5 minutes.
Yeah, it just sounded like Marcus Phoenix.
Give it a rest.
Yeah.
Hey, Vin Diesel! How's Vin
No,
Diesel doing?
I said Marcus
Something
Phoenix.
else.
I know, but Vin Diesel has been very quiet.
Well, Vin Diesel can suck my dick.
Ah.
Vin, let's have the
That
dick right.
yours?
Yeah, it's mine. It's fine. Let's have it. Come on, go to work.
Anyway, Tats, you,
And mine is mine.
No, I own yours, Vin.
Anyway, if you're talking about how people met each other, I came here about a week ago.
Literally, he's not even
Really?
joking.
I'm not even kidding. I came here about a week ago. What I originally did was that actually I was trying to. I contacted Lisa Shadowpaint. And she said that she would see if she had asked Tats if I could join. I don't know why she.
Oh, like that would happen.
You know, I was like, whatever. If I can get in there, you know, that'd be kind of cool. But you know, whatever. And then basically, she said that Tats says no. I love you, Tats. She said that Tats said no. So I was like, whatever. So I'm seeing her about a week after that.
Crying yourself to sleep.
I'm talking with Trixie here, and I had no idea that Trixie also knew Tats. And I'm going like, yo, I need some help to get some advertisement on some of my videos because, you know, I'm planning on doing a regular uploading schedule, and I'm barely able to break like 5 views before I have to upload my next video. So, you know, so he contacts Tats, and then Tats contacts me, and he's like, you want to narrate? I'm going like, well, why the fuck not? And yeah, so yeah, now apparently from narration I went to scriptation and researchation, which gives me a sensation of masturbation.
Of
You
orgasm.
believe everything you hear?
Yes, I just made a rhyme. Anyway,
Yeah.
I can make rhymes
So,
if I have
It's
time.
been around for a week.
Yeah, I've been around for a week and I've been doing a bunch of Let's Plays and I get along with everyone. I'm also the residential guy who Tats goes to fire people.
I know.
And funny story, actually, believe it or not. I said I've been Tats with friends. I've been Tats for 5 years.
Did you know that Kenshin is really Tats?
Ta-da! But no, I mean, me and Tats are
Looks
really
legit.
tight. Tats are really tight, but there was one time actually where we had an argument. It was over stupid shit that just it was for like 2 months. It was when he first started getting. I know I'm just bringing MLP into it just for the sake of just telling what happened. He started getting into it, and I was a hater, and my girlfriend at the time was a hater as well, and so it was like double hate. Yeah, I know, and so one time he like sent me like he on the Tats MLP channel he had that. He friended my Kenshin Mizihara channel, and I posted the channel on my girlfriend's wall. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy's being a fucking faggot, blah, 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 blah. And of course I knew that Tats never liked my girlfriend from then, who did, AB.
She was
No one
annoying.
She was not a nice person.
I don't even know her, I'm just saying she's annoying.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with who I was, so she was like totally like, yep, let's totally change who you are. Yep, let's do this. You're not.
That's how she got you to become a hater. You're never really a hater.
Pretty
You were
much.
just being manipulated by a maniacal evil bitch number 96.
But yeah, so Tats saw the message I put on her Facebook, and obviously, as anyone would be, he wasn't too pleased about it, and he wasn't feeling too great that day. Neither was I. So we just kind of
Fell apart.
sent some nasty stuff to each other on Skype and didn't talk. And then lo and behold, I thought, well, fuck you, I have Abby. And then in the end, actually, me and Abby like broke up a week or two afterwards. And that was right around when Skyrim came out. So both when me and Tats would play, we'd end up thinking about each other and be like, because we both were fans of Elder Scrolls. And he ended up messaging me right around Christmas then, 2 months later, and everything was good. And that was like probably the most massive call I've been in because we had like the Top Screw Christmas. And me and Tats started talking, and we were all good. But then we're in there with like all these other people, and I'm like, "Who the fuck are these people?" And
Yeah, because you never saw him before,
Yeah.
did you?
and at the time, I was still a hater. It took me another month or two before I got into MLP. But probably one of the funniest things is just so stupid. I was there was a guy named Bubby in there, and also a guy Jason. Jason, I'm still friends with. He used to be kind of in the crew, but not really anymore. Bubby was telling this random story about some ridiculous. I remember I was playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit at the time, and I forget where it led to, but he was just like, so Kenshin was sitting in the road, and then Kenshin exploded, and then you hear because
Glass shatter, yeah.
Jason was like drinking some, and he like his glass shattered or something, and so the timing was perfect. So he's like, Kenshin exploded. Oh fuck! Because Jason broke his glass. And I'm like, Puppy, did you do that? And Jason's like, no, that was me. It's something so simple, but at the time it was so
It
funny.
was, yeah. It's like we thought it was timed, like it's timed really well.
You guys
Yeah,
sound
don't
like you've
talk
been
about it,
friends
yeah.
for a while. I wish I could be in this like conversation. I have my own shit I gotta deal with. Fuck it.
Fuck
I gotta
it.
go drink myself to sleep now because I have no friends.
You don't have any friends.
I really don't.
Oh well, I really don't have any friends either. Most of them are
Want to
online.
be friends?
Fuck no, you're a faggot.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I don't want to be friends with
I
people who shit all
love
over their hands.
you. You love me. Let's
yeah.
be a big family.
Tinker, I don't want to be friends with people who shit on their hands.
Oh, screw you.
Tell,
Oh, shut up. You are awful.
tell them the story.
Okay, well, when I first met Tats, I was in the call with him, for like 3 days straight. I don't know why, we just were, okay? And
Masturbation times, come on.
anyway, I was in a call with Tats for like 3 days straight. He's telling me about how bad
His
Kenshin
dick
is.
is.
He's telling me that Kenshin's the most awful person ever. So,
What?
yes.
Oh, hold on a fucking second, you bloody tart. You said I was you backstabbing grape. Come clean about this right now.
Well, see ya.
So go on, Tinker.
Anyway, so I'm in a call with him, and then my parents call me down. I go like, all right, well, I gotta go down. You know, I'm doing some chores. I have to use the bathroom. So I go like, all right, I'll go use the bathroom. So I'm sitting there like on the toilet for like 30 minutes. Okay, like just waiting for it all to come out. And I thought I was done. Sitting there, it's been like 20 minutes, nothing's coming out. So I go to wipe my butt, and as soon as I do, all I hear is a. And my face drops. I slowly pull my hand up and crap all over. I immediately wash my hands and I come back upstairs and I'm like, Tats, I just took the worst shit of my life. And he's like, okay. I go like, Tats, you don't understand. You don't understand the magnitude of this shit.
It's all over the walls.
All over the back of the toilet.
It was. It was
From
just
the windows.
awful. It was just
From the
awful.
window. I don't know. I think I did that to my mom once when I was little.
What? Just come like dripping with fucking shit on your hands. Mom, I...
No. When I was a little kid and she was doing my work for me. I remember she was wiping my ass for me when I was a little kid, and I remember I was taking such a gleeful shit. It was such a great shit. And I remember she was like doing the work for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, again. Oh, there we go. That's right when she was down there working. So it was just like, drip. And I felt no remorse because I enjoyed the sensation of taking that shit so much because I needed it so bad. Fuck you, Bob.
Bob's away. It's like that Harlem Shake poop video.
Yes, right into the ass. Except I didn't do it into my mom's ass.
Oh my god, this video is gonna get marked and flagged so much.
Why?
Because we're talking about poop and shit and ass.
Oh.
I know. Either way, that was very fun. We'll just put a explicit content filter on there.
You know what? I was telling you guys the other day, and I felt that the viewers need to know. The toilets in my school are evil. Like, they have automatic sensors on them because, I'm a senior in high school. And so, as we all know, high schoolers are lazy as fuck, and so if they can get away with not flushing the toilet, they will. So... and
My school's so bad we have unisex bathrooms.
Well, anyways, I'm trying to take a shit. And every time, and so the automatic sensor is really touchy. So I took my shit. It was a good shit. I'm wiping up afterwards, and then the automatic sensor thinks, oh well, he's leaning over, so obviously he's not there anymore. So flushes the toilet and sprays all this ass water all up onto my fucking ass, and it's okay, yeah, sure, but obviously you're not gonna wipe just once. You got to do it a few times, and so I'm going at it, and this was a really bad dump, and so it took like 20 times. It was ridiculous, and every time. So by the end of it, my ass was soaked and dripping. My balls were dripping. It was awful. It just keeps on flushing over and over, spraying my ass with freezing cold shit water. It was awful. God almighty. And then I come in there the next day and I discover someone who had such a great invention of sticking toilet paper over the sensor so it doesn't do that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Whoever did this is Albert Einstein in my eyes, even though I should have easily thought of that.
Damn.
Shitting is such an interesting experience. One time, actually, I was at a restaurant out in Grand Island. It's a place near Niagara, and I was there with a few of my friends. It was just some family restaurant, and I remember I was going to the bathroom. There was this big fat guy who was coming in behind me, and I walked in the door of the restroom, and this one was a small restaurant, so the restrooms are private, just one room thing, no stalls or whatever. And so I'm going in. He tries to come in after me, so I close the door. I'm like, no, fuck no. And so then I hear him groan, and he goes into the woman's bathroom next door. And the walls in this place are extremely thin. And so I'm going to work, and then I hear this guy over in the next room. Heave! Ho! Boston Red Sox!
You know what restaurant has the best bathrooms ever?
What?
P.F. Chang's. I mean, like, their bathrooms are like just Japanese gourmet. Oh, I went to one of their bathrooms. They're clean as hell. Like, there's no way that some fat guy sat in this toilet ever. It's like pure white. It's like sparkly. It's like calling out to me. Come shit on me.
Shit on me, please, Tink. Shit on me, please, Tinker.
Exactly. It is so just so lovely, and you're saying there you're feeling twinkle. It's like playing like Japanese calming, soothing music, like nee 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 nee. You're doing
That's all you're gonna hear.
Racist.
and you're sitting there, and the room is dead silent. But here's a funny story that happened to me at P.F. Chang's. Knowing all this, I'm sitting there, I'm going like, I'm at P.F. Chang's. I'm gonna go enjoy myself for about 10 minutes. I'm sitting there in the bathroom, letting out my business all go, and then some guy comes in there, and I'm just like letting it out, and I feel so bad because like the guy is like sitting there using urinal next to me, like how it usually works, that there's like one toilet, one urinal, and then 3 awesome looking hand wash areas.
Sinks?
Yeah, sinks. And anyway, I'm using the bathroom every like 10 seconds. All you can hear is a. There's some guy who's listening to me do this. I'm sitting there going like, I'm mortified. I go like, why can't this soothing Japanese music be louder? This isn't an enjoyable experience. This is like a freaking road trip from hell.
You should have like left the bathroom then and just come in and while you were leaving, just stare at him while shit's trailing off your ass. Just like.
Yeah, and it was one of those craps that like nothing really comes out. It's just like the noises.
Oh, it was just all for show.
Yeah, so I felt so bad doing that. At my school, like, freaking, there's, like, someone who's always, like, writing in their period blood all over the freaking mirror. I love you, Jason Hart. My Texas number, I don't know, some stupid number, and it's like probably in lipstick, but man, it looks like blood and. And there's always someone who craps in the elevator. Last year, there's someone who crapped in the elevator to get up the stairs. So everyone is using the stairs instead of the elevator because there's someone's dookie in there all day. They didn't even notice it for like a freaking week.
I mean, I've crapped in I've crapped in a phone booth before,
What?
and I've pissed in an elevator, and
No, shut up. You've crapped in a phone booth.
Yeah.
Was it like what would you have done if that
Wow.
phone booth was like the doctor's like phone booth, like from Doctor Who?
Oh well.
Yeah, you go in there and then you're just like, where the hell am I?
Well, and
Hello, I'm the doctor, and you seem to have just shit on my floor.
I've also shat in a car wash before.
We need to do top places catching shit.
The world is my
car.
Yeah.
Principal's office.
Yeah.
Out a window.
Well, I actually have pissed out the window before. I've done that.
Down the chimney.
What am I
yeah,
fucking
fun-
Santa Claus now?
yeah.
Bombs away! Merry Christmas, motherfuckers!
There'll not be
You
gas.
ain't getting no cold this year, but I got something that's just as good. Anyway, I think the worst place I've pooped was that I didn't want my I didn't want to, when I was at my first house, I did not
How
want
do
to
we even get on this subject?
I don't know, but anyway, when I was at my first house, I did not want to move away. So my way of scaring away potential buyers was that before we moved out of the house, I took a dookie on the kitchen floor and just left it there. Didn't tell anyone. We moved out. No one noticed it. So I could just picture them like sending someone in and be like, and this is the home, and there is a dookie on the floor.
There's just a turd right here.
I looked at there. It was like a little napkin, too. It was...
You presented it to them. Here you go!
Get on your knees and stuff.
Exactly, and I was just there, and I was like, I felt so bad, because like, I thought I didn't know my mom was going to find out, or my dad or something, and so...
You fucking retard.
There's a dookie. I was like 4 years old. You can't blame me.
I can, actually.
We all can.
Yeah, we all will, too.
All right.
Okay, so one time, this was actually pretty recently. It was last June. I was up at school for my trig final exam, and so I did that, finished up, or was it chem? It was chem or trig?
It was chem.
No, yeah, how'd you know? Yeah, it was chem. It actually was chem, because I thought about it harder. Yeah, it was chem, and so
I'm watching you.
all right. So I'm leaving, I remember, and so I'm walking home because I didn't have a ride. My mom was at work, my dad's dead, and my grandparents.
Thanks for bringing that up, Kenshin. We all know who wants attention.
My grandparents were like, "Yeah, doctor's appointment." So I'll be able to drive in November once I get my license. So I'm walking home, and I'm about halfway home. I'm halfway between school and home, and then I realized I have to take the world's most massive shit in the world, and it's too far from school to go back, but too far from home to like go home, and I couldn't run because I know if I would run, the shit would leak out from my ass cheeks along the way, and I would be releasing machine gun rate farts. So what I had to do, I considered. I'm like, okay, I know this area really well. I'm like, let's see, over there is, I'm thinking, there's a Target. If I make a left on this street, I can find a Target, and Target has nice bathrooms. Target has bathrooms, and so I'm like, okay, and I do the sign of the cross on myself. Fuck, I'm just like, I pray to God. I'm like, God, please let me reach Target. I do not want to shit in my pants, because this dump was heavy on coming, and it was persistent. And so I put on some epic orchestral movie trailer music on my iPod, and I just start walking that bitch, power walk, feeling like the savior, and I'm praying the whole way. I promised I would go to church that week for the rest of my life. Of course, I never did, but and so I'm just praying. I'm thinking, okay, if worse comes to worse, what can I do? I'm like, well, I could stop in one of these people's houses and ask to use their bathroom. And I'm like, well, there's some bushes over there. I could use those. I'm trying to think what I could do if worse comes to worst. And so I'm clenching my fist. I'm walking. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I need to make this. I can feel the shit like poking out. It's like,
Don't go into detail about that. That's horrible. Disgusting. A little worm poking out.
I'm just power walking. I get in front of I'm like, come on, let's go, go. And I'm going. And I get to the bathroom finally.
Watch
drop my
this be your
pants,
most watched video.
and I sit down the toilet and I'm like Bob's away. just drop the
tell
biggest
you
fucking
how-
load into the toilet.
No, I want to tell you something.
Barely made it.
Along the
It's
same
probably
veins
toilet
of this story that you just heard,
Right.
I'm sitting there. I'm in the very same situation. I'm walking with my cousin to McDonald's. McDonald's is about 7 miles from my cousin's house. We're exactly 5 miles away from the house and any other establishment along the highway. And as soon as I start doing this, I'm walking there. I'm sitting there. My son comes over here, and I'm going like, dude, I gotta use the bathroom, and then all you hear is like a, and I'm like, never mind, because like, wait, what do you mean? I'm going like, I just shit my pants, and I had to, again, it's too far to walk back, and it's. So basically what I had to do is do like a weird half crab walk so I could use my underwear to cradle it.
Well, like a dog does when he needs the toilet. It just wipes his ass on the floor. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen her doing like a half crab walk over there, like arching my back and go like, and the entire time I am screaming, there is shit in my pants. I'm like everyone here, I am
Loud and proud.
I am.
Get a megaphone out.
Basically, I'm screaming.
Everybody, there
I'm
is
walking.
shit
I'm
in
basically.
my pants.
So at this point, I'm basically crab walking down the highway, yelling, "There is shit in my pants." My mom actually calls me like I'm like about to get to the
I hear
McDonald's.
there's shit in your pants, son.
Oh, by the way, on my way over there was a gas station and several restaurants, but none of them had toilets. And the gas station did have a toilet, but there was no freaking toilet paper.
Oh, great.
So
Look around the
I'm
floor.
about to get to McDonald's, and my mom calls me, and she's going like, "Hey, honey, you want me to pick you up?" I'm going like, "Yeah, mom, but I crapped my pants." She's like, "Okay, mom, you don't understand. I crapped my pants." Swear to God, I told her that straight up. I was like, there, Mom, you don't understand. There is poop in my pants. Like Major Dookie up in here.
Everyone starts like, what the
My
hell
mom
is
was
that
like,
smell?
okay, so we get to McDonald's. I'm angry. I spend all like $20. I just usually go like some $5. I go like, screw this. I bought like 50 chicken nuggets, 2 fries, and a large drink, and I ate it all.
But what'd you do about the crap in your pants?
I went to their bathroom and wiped it up. There's only like barely any toilet paper left, and I had to use
Scooper.
I had to fully utilize a
An ice cream scooper.
Just stick it back in the vat of chocolate ice cream. They'll never know the difference.
I had to fully utilize.
McDonald's new promotion: chocolate chunk ice cream,
Yeah, that's what it is.
chocolate sauce.
I
Everyone's
had
like
to
putting in their
fully
mouth.
utilize my
Potential.
three pieces of toilet paper that were.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, I get home and they're I get my pants.
Why
still,
didn't you just like soak it in the sink or something?
my pants? Just take off my pants. There are open, like no underwear or pants on.
Start flinging it around your head.
I got crap all over.
And some guy just walks in. There's like specks of crap flying all over the room. It just
Anyway,
flies off and
So
hits.
I do that. I'm sitting there. I'm uncomfortable in my own skin, and my mom comes and picks me up, and I'm sitting there in the car. My mom's like, "What's that smell?" I'm like, "Mom, I told you." It's,
The cat was sick
I
again.
drove all the way home. It took me to get all the way home. I finally, literally, it took us 3-4 hours after I crapped my pants was when I was finally able to fully, properly clean myself up. A good 2 of those hours, I had dookie. And that was my McDonald's adventure I had literally last summer. That's what happened last summer.
Tinker's magic McDonald's adventure. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing there.
New fan
Video.
fiction. Tinker's Magical McDonald's Adventure. Ship
And I
with
could-
tension.
And I could feel the hot, steamy liquid trailing down my leg.
And when you run into the bathroom, Vin Diesel's in there.
He just
And then
points
Vin
at the
Diesel
he just-
takes the
he
last
just-
toilet paper, yells,
and he just points at the
and it
turd sliding down
explodes.
your leg. He just points at the turd sliding down your leg. Is that yours?
And his mouth doesn't move either. Just stares at you.
No. You sit there. You sit there.
And then-
He's like, you're like, I need to use the bathroom, and then he's like in the stall, like, I need to use the bathroom. Fuck, and then you just hear explosion.
And he pokes Kenshin in the eye as well.
No, Vin, I
I'm
really
taking no for an answer.
no, Vin, I really needed to get in there. Today, Johns, you get fucked.
And then
And that's
after,
all
after
you
you hear
hear.
that fart sound, you just hear it go like, fuck. fuck.
I have shat my pants.
Fuck.
What's wrong
Oh
with
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Fuck.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
So that was my magical poop adventure in...
what's that? No-
That was my magical poop adventure. Also,
Tats,
I want to let you guys know I wasn't recording this entire... I'm kidding. I was.
Tats, do you have any stories? Tats?
Nope, I don't have any. But I'm gonna go back to the. Huh? I'm here.
Oh yeah, it was lagging.
All right.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're here. Anyway, let's...
Yeah. I was saying that I haven't got any
Any more questions?
stories. So, but I was gonna say that if people were asking, the only one I could think. No, there isn't any more questions, but there is one that I think it's part of to do with what we plan on doing in the future, any season events, like of
Oh,
course Halloween's coming
do you have
up,
a few
so,
hate, like,
I'm
can
not
we,
sure
like-
what sort of video we're doing.
I would love to deal with criticism one of these days. Like, just like deal with, like, you know, some of those hate comments. We could call it hate bag.
Hate bag. Hate feed. Instead of hate breed, hate feed.
The only one I had was like you and Arista shouldn't make videos.
Oh come
That
on, we
was
get
it.
a lot worse ones.
I'm like,
You're-
what
you're
about
fucking
that?
stupid.
Like, what about that one
Well,
we
I
had for
haven't
60?
received-
What about that one of 60? Like, the top 60, top music 60s made.
That was the most moronic video ever. Why'd you even make it?
I mean, like, there was nothing in there. There's no good animation and there's no talking. It was just slideshow presentation of repetitive music. Am I wrong?
No,
I
you're
don't know.
right.
I'm like,
was
as a
asked- it was
video, I
requested,
found
so I've done it.
I watched it when it first came out, and I found the whole thing just boring.
Well, yeah, because all of his music is boring.
No. I mean, like, it wasn't even about the music. It's just that there was no talking. Why can't we talk? Like, oh, here's like a piece that I made back then. It's actually pretty good. You know, something. Don't just slideshow it.
Something to give it substance.
Yeah, exactly. There's no substance. It's just like, here's a tidbit of a song. Go listen to it.
Mm.
No, I'm not going to listen to it. Wasting my time. Tats, you're wasting my time.
Tats, you're wasting all of our time.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, but if you'd say the most weirdest video I've done, what would it be? For me, the glitch cutscenes, I reckon they condemned because it was just out of the weird that was.
I'm
The
gonna-
strangest top video I've done.
Uh,
What would you think?
that's a that's a good question because we've covered a lot of ground. I'd say probably top 10 Japanese fashion.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's an old one.
Even though it's not even up.
It's an old one.
But a lot of people ask what one we're planning on doing in the future, and I did when I was with Tinker and Gmod Tower. I did tell quite a few people that we're doing Stranger's Fish, which Kenshin likes that one.
Yeah, I
He
really
married that
like
last time, and Abandoned Areas. That's a big favorite. People are gonna like that one apparently.
And
Abandoned Areas.
currently
and,
I'm actually...
Tinker should be helping
Yeah. I'm actually also working on
violent gore games.
yeah, top 100 gore games. The list is almost finished. I've been doing a lot of research and I've been putting a lot of tidbits in there. Although my grammar sucks.
Yeah, well, that's why we have people like Nazis like
I'll look.
us around.
That's why I got Tats. He can help with that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm like the research is there and it's just on the wording.
Yeah, well, and then obviously you have decent narrators to handle it, like me.
Yeah. If you're a narrator and you're reading my script, I hope you ad-lib your own shit.
And me.
I can totally ad-lib it. What are you talking about? This
And
is a
don't go on a
game.
tangent.
This is a game that you can play with video.
But no
what's called a video
game.
With your eyes closed.
You can shoot things in this game.
Yeah, there's no disc in there.
It's like there's no disc to this game. It's a game where you press buttons.
You know
and
that
get
they made a
pictures of
game
powers.
about the Wu-Tang Clan?
Did
I
they really?
didn't, but when I did, I was kind of finding it funny. I
Made a
mean,
game about the Wu-Tang Clan.
they made a game about the Wu-Tang Clan. It's called Wu-Tang Shaolin Style.
I've heard of it.
Wu-Tang Shaolin Style! I'm racist, I know.
Yeah, that's not racist, is it?
It's not racist at all. Preach.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, I actually think I did. Oh yeah. Wasn't that like a PS1 game? Or no, am I mistaken? I'm thinking of a different
Yeah, it's
game.
a fighting game, I think.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It's
It is for the
fighting game.
PS1.
Yeah, it's a fighting game that used the Thrill Kill engine, right?
It kind of sounds like that.
Yeah, because I remember.
That's it.
Yeah, use the Thrill Kill engine because Virgin Energy. What am I saying? Virgin Mobile. It became Virgin Mobile, but they were originally just Virgin Software. Like the company that bought them out, they were like, "Let's not do that because it's too violent." Because Thrill Kill was like supposed to be like the PS1's answer to Mortal Kombat, like a full-on 3D fighter. Which
I wanted to play that game too. It kind of looked cool.
I have it.
Dude, is it fun?
Yeah, it is actually, because it was like it introduced 4-player fighting like in a 3D environment. That was something really new, and it had execution.
Innovation.
Yeah, and then because it was so apparently violent and gory,
Which it
they were
wasn't.
like, yeah, well,
Compared to Mortal Kombat.
well, of course. But I mean, some of the executions were pretty brutal. But I mean, in the end, they were like, no, let's not. Let's not release it, and that got canceled. But there were ROMs that were released because the company Virgin or whatever was like, well, fuck you, I'm just gonna, release it anyways. And so it's actually pretty fun if you can get it running, because of what it did in the full 4-player 3D gory thing. It was pretty sweet. But then they turned into Shaolin Monks, which still kept the whole gore idea to it, but it wasn't Thrill Kill, which was sad because Thrill Kill had such fucked up characters. It was great, like Dr. Faustus. He was like murder surgeon.
Murder Simulator.
That needs to be a thing.
Hmm.
Like, please, could someone make that game? I would love to play that.
I'm gonna. When we put Thrill Kill on this list, actually, I'm definitely gonna expand on it. Gonna make it a bit more because this game has such an interesting history.
It does have an interesting history to it. It's pretty.
House of the Dead. That was a good series.
House of the Dead was a great game. I remember for the first time I played it, I was at a bowling alley with my uncle and my family and stuff. My uncle did awful at his game. He just sucked awfully, and he was like really into it. So he gets pissed off if he doesn't do good. And so I'm like, Uncle Dave, you wanna let loose some tension, play some House of the Dead, because I needed someone to play with me, because it was the 2-player game. So he's like, all right, and so we just ended up like blasting the fuck out of the zombies just for like hours, and because he was so pissed while he was doing it, he would shoot the scientists. It's just anything that moves, bang! Anything that bang! And then he still went home and threw his bowling ball in the pond. I shit you not. He's just like, I did well, so fuck this bowling ball.
Anyway,
We're all
I
inside
think we
cooking
got
dinner.
a lot of footage sound for now. We're over an hour.
Yeah, and he threw his bowling ball into the pond while we were eating dinner. Like, we hear, and they're like, what did he do? Uncle Dave just threw his bowling ball into the pond. Anyway, just hear, motherfucker.
Well, anyway, I want to let you guys know that this has been Tinker, Tats, and Kenshin Miyazora.
No, you mean Kenshin, Tats, and Tinker.
No, I think it's Tinker, Tats, and Kenshin.
Yeah, do it again in the right order.
Yeah, and also, you keep on
No,
saying
it's
my...
Tats, Kenshin, and Tinker.
That's better. You say my name wrong. It's not Mizura. It's Mizuhara. God damn it.
Mizora. Mizura's
Mizuhara.
mask.
Mizura's mask.
Anyway,
What?
it's been,
Mizura's
That's
mask.
insulting to my set. That's insulting, that is.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't hate us too much, and
If you want to hate us, hate me, please. Hate me today.
Send to Kenshin the death threats. Anyway,
Hate me for
You're not lime
all
popsicle. Stop it.
things I didn't do for you.
all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Send us more questions. We'll be happy to answer them in another installment. I don't know how often we will do these, but we will certainly be doing more.
You're free to ask me about anything related to you can ask me anything, even sexual questions, because I'm a man like that.
I'm not.
And you say, "Am I right?" And then you look around. Like,
Am I right?
Am I right? There's no one in my room.
And then you look around. There's no one there. There's like no one there.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
there's
you
no
can
one
ask me
around,
anything,
just everyone's
especially
just
about
gone.
my various fetishes that I listed off in my last Let's Play.
All right. Thank you guys. Ask us
Thanks for
questions.
watching.
Goodbye.
What, the Euro truck?